Yesterday we talked about how initially we must tell the benefit of what we have to offer, right? The question is, what is the mode of telling? Like, how will you tell it? The best way is questioning, because from very childhood we have been programmed to answer the question. If someone will ask the question what time it is, you will see the watch and tell, okay, it's 12:40. So we have to use this conditioning, right? We have to ask questions. We have to tell the benefits in the form of well-structured question. So the Brian Tracy says to ask the question such that, would you like to see a proven technique by which your university sales or your university's brand can become one of the biggest in coming years? Naturally, the prospect will say, definitely yes. After the prospect says definitely yes, tell the prospect that you will take only 10 minutes of his time to show. Okay? And later he can judge it for himself. It's very important to add these two things. First of all, 10 minutes, as I've already discussed, prospects are already very, very busy. They have responsibilities. Initially, the meeting must be short, as we discussed in the earlier video. And telling, you can judge it by yourself, giving them the charge. Prospect doesn't want to be obliged by anything. And later on, you can fix a meeting. Now the thing is, how to fix the timings of the meeting is another aspect I wanted to discuss. Now, some of the salesperson, they give a very specific time and they lose all their credibility. They say, will Monday 10 a.m. would be okay, or Tuesday 11:20 a.m. would be good. Prospects get to know this old technique of manipulating, and all the credibility built is lost. So giving a very general time is better. Ask, would Monday 10 a.m. would be good, or Wednesday 3 p.m. would be good? When we give the general times, and if the prospect is not convenient in both of them, we can ask the question, since the person who asked the question is in control. So we can ask, like, what is the convenient time for you? What would be a convenient time for you? Right? When are you free? So on and so forth. Now, once both the prospect and the person who is talking to the prospect, they agree to a time and they fix an appointment, right? Before, a day before or 2 days before, it's very important and it's very, very professional to reconfirm or to tell the prospect that you are coming on the scheduled time for a face-to-face meeting. In order to take those 10 minutes and tell the benefits. A lot of salesperson, they are very apprehensive about the fact that the prospect might get irritated and he might, end the meeting. The true fact is, it's very, very natural that the prospect might come up with a commitment. He might go out of the town. He might face some emergency. So it's very important and very professional to reconfirm the coming meeting 1 day in advance, 2 days in advance. The technique is either call the receptionist and tell, okay, is Mr. Choksi there? The receptionist will say yes. So you say, okay, very good. Tell Mr. Choksi that I'll be coming to meet him at a scheduled time tomorrow. Or directly call the prospect and tell how are you, and that I'll be coming tomorrow on the scheduled time. Okay. So these three things, summarizing: first, the way of telling the benefits, as we discussed in the previous video, is via question, because we are programmed to answer the question, and one who asks the question is in control. Second, the timings should be general. And third, always, before going to a meeting, face-to-face meeting, confirm it. Ask whether it's free or not. So that's all. Thank you. Day 30, Psychology of Selling by the great Brian Tracy. Thank you again.